Okay, let's go over a method for dividing maybe some larger numbers, and this is a method called partial quotients. And another name for this is the Big 7 method, and you'll see why in a little bit. And this is kind of a way that I never learned how to do this method when I was a kid. It's more of a more recent method, but it is pretty interesting, and it works. So first of all, there are 4 different ways to write division problems. The one we're probably used to seeing most would be written like this. Okay, and then another way to write division would be with a little slash mark like this, 216 divided by 15. And then a third way is almost, well, actually not even almost, it is just like a fraction, like this. But for this partial quotients method, we're going to write them the 4th way, which is like this. And if you're using the partial quotients method and you see a problem written like this, you need to rewrite it in this format. And this is why we call it the Big 7 method, because the first thing you'll do is make a big 7 by extending that down. And let's get into the method now by zooming in on here. Now, the way this works is we're just going to multiply our way up to 83. If you've done long division the standard way, the way that I learn, you think exactly how does 6 fit into 8, and you do things exactly. But this is, again, more of an understanding method. We're going to multiply our way up. So I need to multiply 6 by something, and it doesn't matter as long as it's below 83. So I'm going to use even numbers, and I'm going to write that on the side. 6 times 10 would give me 60. Then I will subtract 83 minus 60, and then I'm going to multiply again, but the next thing I multiply needs to be less than 23. So I can multiply, I know my 6 facts pretty well, so I know if I do 6 times 4 it's too much, but if I do 6 times 3, then that gives me 18, and then I can subtract, and that is as low as I can go. And to figure out what this is your remainder, and you add these together. Now you have 13 with a remainder of 5. Let's do some more like this. Okay, how about 306 divided by 12? And again, the first thing I'm going to do is make a big 7. And again, I'm looking to do like even numbers that are easy to multiply. So I'm going to start by saying 10, and then I multiply 12 times 10, and that gives me 120. Then I can just subtract this, and that would be 18, right? 30 minus 12. Then I can do that again. How about 10 more, and I get 120. And now I subtract again, and I'm down to 66. And if you know your 12 tables, you know 12 times 5 is going to give you 60. And you're done. So now I add up these 3. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 5 more is 25. And I have a remainder of 6 down there. Okay, let's do some more. And then I'll give you some to work on your own. And maybe these first 2 you can just watch me, or you can copy them if you want. And this one, why don't we do it along with me together? Okay, how about 252 divided by 7? Again, I'm going to multiply my way up. And I could start with 7 times 10, but I know that this number is a little bit higher. That's only going to give me 70. So why don't I try double that? I'm going to do 7 times 20 to start and see where that takes me. And that will give me, I need 112 more. So now I'll go 10 and give me 70, and I can subtract that. And then I'm getting closer. Oh wait, 7 times 6 is 42. So now I'm done and there's no remainder. So the answer is going to be 20 plus 10 plus 6. It's 36. So now I'm going to give you some problems to do on your own. But I'll actually help you with the first couple of problems. So if you're ready to go, you can just go on your own. And there's different ways to do this, right? The numbers you choose to multiply can be different than what I have here, as long as you get to the proper answer. But anyways, here are some ones you can work on your own. Okay, and maybe what I'll do, just do these 3 on your own for today. That should be good enough. And again, if you know the traditional method, that's fine, but just do the traditional method with this big 7. So you're really doing the same thing, but you'll just have maybe a couple sums. But maybe I'll get you started with some of these. So, okay, 4 into 91. Again, always safe to start with 10. And if I subtract that, then I'm getting down to 51, and you can keep going from there and see how it goes. For this one, yeah, let's just start with 10 for all of them then. That's the easiest way to get even numbers. And then I could probably do another 10, and I'm getting myself down there, and then here. Yeah, I just go with 10 again and subtract that, and then you will have to keep going until you get down to, and I could do even another 10 here. That would take me down to 101. I can't do 10 anymore, so what am I going to do? I could do, maybe what are you comfortable? I could even do 6 times 2, I know is 32, subtract that. Just keep going until there's less than 16 left as your remainder, and that'll be that. And when you're done, please post a picture on your Google Classroom, and we'll have a look. And thank you.